Please stand as our candidates for graduation enter the auditorium.
Which will be led by our class secretary, John Whittington, and the national anthem, which will be sung by alumna, class of 2009, Mrs. Zoe Scruggs. We will now have our welcome by Sierra Johnson, President, Class of 2009.
Good afternoon, family, friends, alumni, teachers, administrators, and to the Buffalo Board of Education members that may be present today. And to our keynote speaker, Mr. Henderson, on behalf of the class of 2018, I welcome you to the Buffalo Academy for Visual and Performing Arts 38th Annual Commencement Ceremony Class of 2018. I'm so excited to be here with you all, honestly. And to my fellow peers, this is a huge, memorable day for all of us. Over the years and over all the hard work that we've accomplished, we've made it to this day. Because of our perseverance, we made it to this day. We made it to this day. As we go on this journey through life, remember that we can accomplish whatever our hearts desire. You can accomplish whatever you desire in this world. Whatever. Each and every one of you. As long as it is met with hard work and dedication, nothing is handed to us in this world. throat, nothing. So meet that match. Meet that match. We started as a family, and now we're commencing as a family. We're commencing as a family today. Forever, forever 2018, forever. Congratulations, congratulations, and again, welcome. And thank you all for being here today to be a part of this grand celebration today. Thank you, amen.
Thank you, Madam President. We will now have our superintendent's message read by Corinne McLaughlin.
Dear high school graduate, congratulations to you. On behalf of the Buffalo Board of Education and the entire Buffalo Public School District, I applaud you on the worthy accomplishment of earning a high school diploma. You have worked incredibly hard over the past several years. As you celebrate your high school diploma, enjoy the moment. You worked for it. You earned it. Remember, everyone who supported you along the way. Thank them and make them proud by applying the lessons you learned going forward. You have come to this important milestone in your life, and you are a product of all the lessons you have learned at school, at home, and in the community. As college students, and as a part of the workforce, you will be more independent than you have ever been. From now on, there is no question that the first responsibility to succeed rests firmly within you. The world has opened up to you and is waiting. Look for your place in it. Know that a job well done is often its own reward, but that the willingness to always do your best can pay off in immeasurable ways also. Strive to have others to see you at your best, and they will strive to be the best for you in turn. Wishing the best for you, Dr. Kreiner Pash, Superintendent.
Thank you for a message from our superintendent. At this time, I want to acknowledge our dais and introduce to you all of the folks that are here on stage. To my immediate right, we have our administrative team, Mr. Welka and Mrs. Ryan, our assistant principals. We have our school guidance counselor, Mrs. Laveria, Mr. Newton, and Mr. Womack, our senior advisor and teacher assistant who is actually in the audience today, Ms. Jones. You can just kind of wave your hand. And we're very proud to have members of the superintendent's cabinet with us today. Chief of Staff, Mr. Darren Brown, our Chief Academic Officer, Ms. Ann Botticelli, Associate Superintendent of School Leadership, Mr. Sabatino Samato, Associate Superintendent of Human Resources, not here yet, okay, from our General Counsel on Labor Relations, Mr. Nate Kuzman, and also from the Central Office, Mr. Dan Murtha, Supervisor of Multilingual Education. And then, of course, our special guest who comes every year, parent alumni, Ms. Marie Hausinger. She's an alumni parent who remains dedicated to the Arts Academy. Also, an annual guest, actually she's home. We are happy to have Ms. Michelle Hare, who is here to present an award. And then, of course, our esteemed keynote for today, Officer Peterson. Let's give them a round of applause. To my left, we have our student representatives. Our students sitting in the first two rows are our National Honor Society members. These students are the highest academically student. And then immediately behind them are our school officers. Let's hear it for them. We will now have a presentation of gifts from our class of 2018 Vice President and President Alexis Brown and Sierra Johnson.
Hey seniors. We're doing this. Okay, so right here we have our presentation from our class of 2018. It is a gift from the students that will be given to the school. The presented to the 12th grade this is for the mural outside of our school building, and I believe it is on the Michigan side, Maston Street, our school, and there is an open spot there, and this will be placed there. So this is our gift, and thank you all administration, students, and staff for this wonderful gift.
Thank you, class of 2018. Each year, the class gifts the school with a wonderful gift. Alexis mentioned that there's a beautiful mural on our Masson Street entrance, and they will be adding our logo to that mural to state Buffalo Academy for Visual Performing Arts that we're here, and this is our home. So thank you again for the gift 2018. We will now present a series of awards. The first award is presented on behalf of the Philip A. Lafrenaro Award. Philip Lafrenaro was one of the principals here at the Arts Academy, and he leaves a long legacy. His family has left a long legacy of awards and nice money to give back to our students. And so, yeah, we like that, right? It is presented to the 12th grade boy and girl who best exemplify excellence in the arts and academics. The winners receive a plaque and a monetary award. This year's recipients are, it is Nigel Bowles and Corinne Walker. The next award is our Jonathan Kroom Alumni Award, and this is presented by our alumni parent, Mrs. Maria Hausinger, and she is here on behalf of her two sons that were once students here. One is a fallen hero, and this award is in his memory. Alumni donate money every year to be certain that a student receives this honorable award. Ms. Hausinger.
Thank you. Good afternoon. Congratulations, graduates, and congratulations to the parents. I am so honored to be invited every year to present this award. As an alum parent, I can tell you that the love for this school never dies. It gets bigger and better every single time. And I want to thank the Academy for doing this scholarship in honor of my son, because as we continue to say his name, he's never gone. So, the Jonathan Kroom Alumni Award, let me get the eyes on, is presented to a visual art major who embodies my son's spirit, Jonathan, the love of arts and commitment to family, community service, and the well-being of others. This year's recipient has been described as being quiet, modest, dedicated to his craft, respectful, humble, willing to help others, focused with an unwavering faith. It is my honor to present this award this year to Osvaldo.
Next is the Michelle D. Hare Scholarship. This award is being presented by Ms. Hare, and Ms. Hare is a class of 1993, wonderful friend and committed alumni to the Buffalo Academy for Visual Performing Arts. You may notice her poster out in the foyer because she gives back to this school in so many ways. She's here from Atlanta, Georgia. but she never forgets giving back to her alma mater. Followed by the presentation of this award, we will have a dance and vocal duet performed by class 2016 dance alumna Maya Grasso. Maya is a double major at SUNY Rockport in dance and physical education. And then we will also hear from, part of this duet, Miss Alexis Spite, class of 2011. She is an urban contemporary gospel musician. She's a Stellar Award nominee and BET Sunday's Best Contestant. Her gospel album, LOL, Living Out Loud, released in 2013, made the Billboard magazine breakthrough release upon the Billboard 200 gospel albums and in the independent charts. So she's huge for us here in Buffalo and across the nation. So please, let's give them a hearty welcome.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, graduates. Yes, a little more excitement, please. Again, good afternoon, and to our parents and friends and staff of BAVPA. It is my absolute pleasure to be here again to award the Michelle D. Hare BAVPA Legacy Scholarship. And before I announce this afternoon's honoree, I just want to say to the graduates that as you move on to the next phases of your lives, don't forget to enact a spirit of gratitude and service to the people, the institutions, and the communities that grew you, that nurtured you, disciplined you, and helped develop you to the creative and remarkable souls that you are. That is what served as the impetus for me to create this scholarship, which is awarded to a dance major who is working hard on their academics, who serves their community, and also has a passion for the arts and giving back to the school. So with that, this year's honoree of the Michelle D. Hare BAVPA Legacy Scholarship is Miss Selena Leonard.
Best sport in the world. Oh, y'all gotta make some noise. You're graduating today. You're doing it! So humbled to be an alumnus of this wonderful, wonderful school. I promise you that if you stay committed and if you stay tenacious, even through adversity, there are millions of things that you can accomplish that you never thought you could. But you gotta stay tenacious. Even through adversity, there will be distractions. There will be attempts to set you back. But perseverance is key. Stay tenacious and let God do the rest. And since you already got this foundation of performing arts, you're bound to win. You believe it? Keep climbing. Tell somebody, keep climbing. Oh, we're at church right now. Tell somebody, keep climbing. Let's do it, guys. I can almost see it, that dream I'm dreaming, but there's a voice inside my head saying you'll never reach it. Every step I'm taking, every move I make feels lost with no direction. My faith is shaking, but I gotta keep trying. Gotta keep my head.
the chances I'm taking, seems lost with no direction. My faith is shaking, but I gotta be strong. I gotta keep on pushing on. There's always gonna be another mountain. I'm always gonna be another move. Got me quiet. Sometimes it ain't about how fast I get there. Ain't about sweating on the other side. Sing it again. There's always gonna be another mountain. Oh, you gotta sing it louder. Tell your haters. Hey, always gonna be another. Sometimes we're gonna have to lose, but it ain't about how fast I get there. What's one on the other side? It's the climb. So listen, I want to encourage you. You just gotta keep on moving, keep climbing, keep the faith. Yeah. You gotta sing it this time. Tell yourself, what are you gonna do? Keep climbing, keep the faith. Yeah. No matter what's coming your way, keep on moving, keep climbing, keep the faith. Yeah. 'Cause it's always gonna be another mountain. I'm always gonna make it move. Always gonna be an uphill battle. But sometimes we're gonna have to lose. But it ain't about how fast I get there. It ain't about what's waiting on the other side. It's the climb.
Climb. Let's hear it again for Alexis Fight and Amaya Russell, the beautiful dance number. And we really appreciate our alumni coming back and staying with us. We really appreciate that. We will now have our Visual Art Purchase Award, which will be presented by Mrs. Elizabeth Larrabee.
Good afternoon. Since 1991, the Visual Art Department has purchased art to add to the permanent collection on display in East Ferry entrance. And this year it was a very difficult decision with many talented artists graduating this year. So we chose two. They're on display over here, and they will be placed in the foyer in the place of honor. We have a wonderful self-portrait drawing by Nicholas Stokes. The second artwork is a beautiful oil painting landscape by Asqualdo.
The next award is probably my favorite award. It is the Perfect Attendance Awards. So, let's see if the following students can come to stage. Ishmael Serrano, Natuma Kemfuta, Armani Works. Can I just stand right there for me, please? And Emmanuel Edwards. So, Ishmael Serrano, raise your hand for folks in Illinois, has perfect attendance for this school year. Tuba Kamfuta and Armani Works have perfect attendance for 3 years. And Emmanuel Edwards has perfect attendance for all 4 years. Each student will receive a certificate, a medal, and our 4-year winner will receive a nice monetary gift as well. The next award is our Outstanding Service Award. And this year, the award is usually presented at our Class Day ceremony, but this special person needs much recognition. And we decided to add this to our graduation ceremony this year because when you talk about someone going above and beyond, giving of himself and giving to his peers, giving to just going for the cause, this young man represents that. And the service award, he was recognized again at Class Day, but again today we want to give him a certificate, a special certificate, and a nice monetary award. The recipient is Jackson Evans. Next series of awards will go as follows, with the following presenting the awards. The Board of Education Exemplar Award will be presented by Mr. Welka. The Sherman Filer Award will be presented by Mr. Womack. Buffalo Teachers Federation Award will be presented by Mrs. Laveria. The American Federation of School Administrators Award will be presented by Mrs. Ryan. The Florence Johnson Perseverance Award will be presented by Ms. Newton. And then the WKBW Award will be presented by Mr. Gavai.
Okay, the Board of Education Exemplar Award. This award is presented to both a 12th and 8th grade boy or girl who has contributed substantially to fostering an atmosphere of mutual understanding, respect, and acceptance in his or her school community. The 12th grade winner will receive a clock. This year's recipient is Nari Holmes.
The Sherman Fowler Award is presented to an outstanding 12th and 8th grade boy and girl on the basis of the candidate's scholastic excellence, leadership qualities, activities in civic affairs, personality, and attitude toward country and neighbor. Each recipient receives a dictionary and a certificate. This year's recipients are Jada Spike, and Javon Whittington.
Congratulations. The next award is the Buffalo Teachers Federation Award. This is awarded to both a 12th grade and an 8th grade student who is outstanding. The winner receives a certificate and a monetary award from the faculty. This year's 12th grade recipient is Selena Leonard.
Of School Administrators Award. This leadership award is presented on behalf of the school administrators to recognize outstanding leadership by a graduating senior. They will receive a certificate and a monetary award. This year's recipient is Alexis Brown.
The next award is the Florence Johnson Perseverance Award. It is awarded to the 12th grade student who has overcome insurmountable obstacles to arrive at graduation. The student should be one who has demonstrated commitment to do better, has good attendance, and is economically disadvantaged. This year's recipient is Kayla Riley.
Congratulations, class of 2018. You guys look very beautiful out there. And before I give out the award, I have to say on behalf of the BAVPA community and my colleagues and everybody here that we are truly proud of you. We are going to miss you and we love you very much. Okay, the WKBW Award has been in the running for about 20 years. Channel 7 has been a wonderful partner to our school and to our department and has given a senior a $500 scholarship every year. This year they've decided to split it between two students, and it's based on the merits of work samples that's submitted to them. And it's with great honor that I have to say that this year's recipients are China Alvarado and Shannon Is.
Thank you, Mr. Rafai. Mr. Rafai is retiring this year. We're going to miss him. The next is the Principal's Award. When selecting the recipients for the Principal's Award, the students that are considered, one boy and one girl, is one who is, over the years has exemplified the mission and vision of our school and most deserving of special recognition for exemplary achievement, for overcoming possible challenging obstacles and having made a significant contribution to the quality of life in our schools with regards to the arts, the academics, and in their overall character. Today we honor Mary Holmes and Oswaldo Rodriguez Morales. The next award is the Salutatorian Award. The honor of salutatorian is bestowed upon the graduate with the second highest cumulative grade point average during their career at the Arts Academy. Please help me to recognize our salutatorian for the class of 2018, Corinne McLaughlin.
Yeah, Corey.
And our valedictorian award. Much love for her. The honor of valedictorian is bestowed upon the graduate with the highest cumulative grade point average during their career at Arts Academy. Please help me in recognizing our valedictorian, class of 2018, Miss Anita Frazier.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Anita Frazier, and I stand before you honored to be the valedictorian of such an amazing class. I would first like to thank God and my family, especially my mom and dad. I would not be here if it's not for you guys. I love you so much. I would then like to thank all the administration, faculty, and teachers. I want to give a special thanks to Mr. George for doing so much and working hard for this school. Also, thank you, Ms. Murray, for dealing with my indecisiveness every day. You became a mom to all of the seniors. Thank you so much. To Mrs. Jones, thank you. Thank you for stepping in and helping us out while Mama Jones is gone. We appreciate it. And to Mama Jones, thank you for doing so much for us. And I love you dearly for all you have done. Thank you. And last but not least, Mrs. Covington, thank you for all you do for this school. We appreciate it. Today is the day we embark on a new journey. Today, the most exceptional class of 2018 is officially graduating. It's the day we've all been waiting on since freshman year, and guess what? We made it. It feels like freshman year was just yesterday, and in the blink of an eye, we're here graduating today. We were just writing letters to our future selves in Mrs. Kinney's class and Freshman Academy. I bet looking at those letters now, we all cringe at our thoughts back then. We all had intentions this year that this year was going to be smooth, but we're soon smacked with a reality check when September hit, because we had to figure out what we wanted to do with our lives, and many of us had no idea. When first coming here, we all thought it would be like High School Musical or Victorious. opened the doors expecting people dancing and singing in the hallways, but instead you get the opposite. But I love my school. It became a home during my time here. The atmosphere here is like no other. It's one of a kind. You are some of the most amazing and weirdest people I know. We have walked these halls for 4 years before my originals, the OGs. We have survived 8 years. This place has become our home. It's unique, vibrant, and full of people who are themselves without needing anyone's approval or acceptance. I encourage you all to go out and be just as vibrant, unique, and accepting of yourself and others. Never dim your light. So I have a question. Have you ever been driving down the street and you see bumps, potholes, and try to avoid them, but no matter where you go, you still drive over them? This is similar to our lives. We're going to endure bumps in our journeys after this that we can't avoid. We encounter confusion, tragedies, mistakes, heartbreaks that we fail to see coming. We may try to avoid it, but we can't. In life, we go through things we can't avoid. I tried for myself. I experienced pain I didn't see coming in January of last year. My dad was diagnosed with stage 3 multiple myeloma cancer. It felt like a dream when I first found out. I tried blacking out the pain and tried to go on without taking time to process my emotions. But I realized I could not blind myself from seeing someone so close to you suffering. But yet, I stand here today, overwhelmed with joy that my dad is here today and he's cancer-free. Seniors, we are about to transition into a new phase of our lives, and it's really exciting. But for us to be successful, we're going to have to learn to embrace our mistakes and fight through the tough and unforeseeable. There will be days where we feel like there's no light at the end, but don't give up. Keep going, keep moving, and keep believing. Never lose your fire and never neglect your passion. Don't run from the hard times that come. Embrace them, conquer them, and never back down. Because before success, there will be failure and disappointments, but the happiness that comes in the end makes the journey worth it. So I'm going to leave you all with a quote. Unexpected sorrows may come, where you have to make lemonade out of lemons. You may not know how, but we keep going, and we believe in the things not seen yet, and you make the most of it. I am honored to be graduating with you all. We made it, guys. I love you guys.
Dedicated student, and as she mentioned, her family, wonderful family, beautiful family. And you can give her a round of applause. We got beautiful family, wonderful partners at the Arts Academy. We thank you for sharing your daughter with us. We will now hear from our speaker, our keynote speaker. He is Mr. Roscoe C. Henderson. Affectionately, he says, "I love Buffalo." From a poor kid from the east side of Buffalo, where he had great mentors and teachers, his appreciation of art led him to countries and cities all over the world. Mr. Henderson started drawing Batman in 3rd grade, which led him to audition and be accepted in the Arts Academy in 1977. Okay. He graduated the class in 1984, and upon graduation received a Presidential Award from Ronald Reagan and congressional appointment to the United States Air Force Academy in 1984. He later graduated from the University of Buffalo, receiving a BA degree in sociology and a Master of Higher Education in 2002. Mr. Henderson has years of experience working as a public servant in various offices alongside distinguished elected officials, all while working as a radio personality on WUFO Power 96.5 FM for 25 years as a co-host on the Community Hour. Mr. Henderson is a former Boy Scout leader and has volunteered for numerous organizations such as the John R. Oshai Foundation Scholarship Selection Committee for 20 years, board member of Center for Exploratory Arts, Buffalo Center for Arts and Technology, the National Inner Cities Youth Organization, the Albright Knox Art Gallery, and most recently, the Willie Hutch Jones Sports Clinic. Mr. Henderson's life has always involved around art and helping people. He has been on the Buffalo Police Force for 20 years and continues to touch lives of many in an effort to promote greatness in his community. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Roscoe C. Henderson.
Folks, I'm a little laid back, but I will tell you this. Can you hear me? Yeah. All right. I like the energy in this room. So I would say give yourselves another round of applause. And now the other thing, I know this isn't part of the program. Can I ask the students to stand up over here? Just stand up, all right? Can I ask you guys to just stand up for a second? Just the students, just the students. Now turn around and see the person that you love and give them a hand because they helped you get here. Thank you. All right. Now, my memories of performing arts are some of the most positive moments in my life. It was the blizzard of '77. I remember meeting Mr. Lafayette on 76. We used to call him Mr. Bojangles. I collected comic books because I like to draw the character Batman. And 40 years later, we still get together at this school. I just saw Michelle just a couple weeks ago. I do remember getting in trouble because I brought itching powder to school one time. So I got in trouble for that. So my speech today is about mind, body, and soul, and never giving up. There are many paths you can take in life, and the way that you take them and how you think will help you grow. Right now, you're young. You feel almost invincible, but one day you'll get gray hair like me. Stuff ain't gonna work like it used to. So take care of your body, maintain your health, exercise your mind, and live with a good conscience so you can enjoy the life that you want to live. Education is a choice, but it's also a key to success. Let me repeat, education is a key to success. People often ask, what is success? But you have to define success for yourself. Now, the common denominators that I see, be consistent, but be willing to change. Be balanced in how you make choices, but be responsible when you make them, and always be committed to your goal. You gotta stick to it. A phrase that I came across recently that I like, hard hope. Life is hope, but it can be hard. Not everything goes according to what you want, but how you deal with adversity can make the difference. Everyone here was once a baby. You tried to walk and you fell down. How many times before you got it right? Now Batman, he'll say, Alfred, I failed Gotham. I wanted to save it. Alfred says, well, why did we fall, sir? So we can learn to pick ourselves up. Thomas Edison's quote about the light bulb, I have not failed. I just found 10,000 ways that don't work. Many of life's failures are people who do not realize how close they were to success when they gave up. But success doesn't fall into your lap. But the thing is, if you want to be great, what are you willing to do to be great? Are you willing to put in the extra hours of studying, not going out all the time, not always partying? What are you willing to sacrifice? Sometimes you got to cut back people in your circle who are not supporting you. You have to move forward on your own. Remember, the people that you bring in your circle should bring peace and not drama. Beautiful is the rose that is life, but it has thorns as well. We are all artists, be it visual, drama, music, dance, telecommunications. That's why the death of Anthony Bourdain, a host of Parts Unknown, it affected me. He was an artist in the kitchen who wanted to share the world with us. I won't try to explain why, but I've traveled across the United States. I've been into the Caribbean, Caprinas in South America, caviar in Russia, and I've been to the tip of Africa in Cape Town. People don't always understand how we, the artists, see the world, and it can be so frustrating. If you ever feel some sort of way, you can always ask for help. Class of 2018, one thing I can't help you with, don't be hurt when you come home and you got to sleep on the couch. Because your dad turned it into an office, turned your bedroom into an office. Your mom, hey, shoe closet, wigs, you know, personally, parents, I recommend to parents Airbnb, make some money. That's what I say. Now, on the Black Lightning TV show, the hero of the school, and the school motto is, where's the future? Right here. Whose life is it? It's yours. And what are you going to do with it? Live it by any means necessary. I've been giving you a lot of quotes. I got a few more, and I'm going to try to be quick. Most people have a computer. But do you know the lady by the name of Grace Hopper? She was a rear admiral in the Navy. She was born in 1906, and she was a pioneering computer scientist whose work was central to the development of computer language. She's often quoted, but I'm going to give you three. A ship in port is safe, but that's not what ships are built for. To me, this says, go for your dreams, but be prepared. I certainly don't want to get on a boat made by somebody that failed shop class. It's easier to ask for forgiveness than to ask for permission. I say this because I went past my time limit with Ms. Covington, sorry. And the most dangerous language, we've always done it that way. Wow, what a statement. Can you imagine what Grace went through as a woman back then? There was no Me Too in the 1930s. And to be an officer in the Navy as well. I can't imagine the obstacles she faced, but she succeeded beyond anyone's expectation. What does this say? Perseverance. I've heard people say that. Commitment, folks. As an artist, we all like to make something new. But if you want to do something out the box, you have to first think out the box. Now, you know, today, I wore my master's robe from finance of higher education. All right? I got this thing on, whatever. But the thing is, but I look at y'all and I look at your hats and I'm like, boy, that's amazing. And the thing is, what got me here? So, you know what? Batman. You know, I can talk from here and wear a Batman t-shirt and a keynote speaker. I thought that would be nice, you know? For the last 25 years, early Saturday morning, I've gotten up to discuss race, religion, and politics on Waffle Radio. It can be tough talking about politics, but it's always been easy for me to just tell the truth. Talking about government is one of my passions. Believe in yourself. Believe in your passion, because you will work harder at your passion, and your passion will fuel your success. Winston Churchill, he said, never give in, never give in, never, never, never give in, and nothing great or small, large or petty, never give in except to conviction of honor and good sense. Being a comic book guy, I got to go with Spider-Man. With great power comes great responsibility. I'm proud to be here, class 2018. You have great power. The power to think, the power to act, and now the power to vote. This is America, as the childish Gambino said. And don't let me catch you slipping up. Thank you.
He was up to 9 minutes, and I'm like, 9 minutes? You don't want to hear it that long. Then he went on talking about how he came in 1977. That's what I hear then. I said, no, listen. Then he said, and I'm on the clock, so if I get a call, I may have to leave. So I'm glad he made it through, and he gave us some wonderful words of encouragement for our graduates. Thank you again, class of 1984, Officer Roscoe Henderson. We will now hear from our vocal resonance and our wind ensemble band. Will give us a beautiful musical selection, after which we will award you your wonderful diplomas. lovely. Let's give them another round of applause. Vocal residents and our women's family. This is great. This is the time that we've been waiting for. We will be presenting our diplomas at this time. Again, parents, you'll be able to take pictures from your seats, please. And again, photos are online, and so is the graduation ceremony.
Gina Alvarado. Jasmine Anderson. Nija Bain. Kim Alexis Essex. Nija Bowles. Joyce Borbor. Alexis Brown. Nina Brown. Curran Bowles. Talia Bush. John Carr. Alicia Chardon. Alexis Kiera Cheek. Sanjalu Sissiko. Leasia Cleveland. Salvatore Caniglio. Gabriel Cordero. Aquanda East. Emmanuel Edwards. Jackson Edwards. Majesty Ellison. Devin Evans. Jordan Ezel Kelly. Amani Fanning. Deja Finch.
Anita Frazier. Javiana Garnett. Kashmir Garrett. Nadesha Gilbert. Diamond Granberry. Samantha Heckborn. Danelia Hales. Jordan Hirsch. Nari Holmes. Shannon Ish. Anaya Johnson. Sierra Johnson. Daquan Jones. Natumba Kimfuta. Audrey Kurtzel. Katrina Lang. Selena Leonard. Danielle Love. Ariana Maddox. Louis Masonette. John Mancuso. Derek McDade Jr. Corinne McLaughlin. Amaya Moody. Asina Nikal. Brandon Page. Jessica Paguero. Kumar Perry. Nyla Phelps Prue. Trafari Pope. Faithlyn Keonis Morrison. Samantha Ramos. Kiera Rashada. Haley Richardson. Kayla Riley. Maribel Rivera. Osvaldo Rodriguez Morales. Caleb Sanchez. Nicolette Santiago. Shirty Say. Lexus Schrufer. Ishmael Serrano. Mariana Seiler. Shania Singletary. Davida Small. Sydney Sobzik. Jada Spike. Kylie Spink. Thomas Starr. Nicholas Stokes. Michael Stubbs III. Cooper Taylor. Debbie Tomasello. Nicholas Toombs. Isaac Vasquez Jr. Jakara Washington. Jillian Washington. David Whitaker Jr. Javon Whittington. John Whittington III. Jelena Williams. Roosevelt Williams. Asia Wilson. Victoria Witkowski. Julian Woods. Armani Works.
York State Board of Regents, and acting on the recommendations of faculty of the Buffalo Academy for Visual Performing Arts, I confer upon you your high school diploma. I ask that you please move your tassels from left to right